Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and share.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Thanks sebab kamu boleh submit task ni ikut masa yang ditetapkan. Okay, by the way, the question is all about the subtopic in chapter 1, Molecules of Life. The first question is come from first subtopic, which is water. The question is, figure 1 show a water molecule attached to one another. 3 water molecule attached to one another. So here is the first water molecule. Molecule A, molecule 1, molecule 2, and then molecule number 3. First question, name the bond label A. So clearly we can see here A is the bond that connected oxygen atom and hydrogen atom from different water molecule. Okay, so A obviously hydrogen bond. Okay. And then for second question, in figure 1, draw symbol polarity for water molecule B. So here water molecule B, and then draw symbol polarity. So for both hydrogen atom is partially positive, and for oxygen atom is partially negative. So 2 marks here. For partial positive sign for hydrogen, 1 mark, and then partial negative sign for oxygen, 1 mark. Why must water absorb relatively large quantity of heat in order to change its temperature? Okay, this one the answer is to break hydrogen bond. To break the hydrogen bond. Okay, tak ada jawapan lain. Next, state one property of water based on the question in 1A3. So 1A3, the question is about water absorb relatively large quantity of heat in order to change its temperature. So this is actually related to high specific heat capacity. Water has high specific heat capacity. And if you refer to your notes, I asked you to remember the meaning of these properties. Kalau kamu boleh ingat apa dia punya definition, sangat bagus. Apa definitionnya itu? Amount of heat required to be absorbed or lost by 1 gram of substance to change its temperature by 1 degree Celsius. Okay. Next question. Okay, still water molecule. Figure 1A show a situation when compound XY dissolve in water. So here is compound, actually X and Y is a compound. Okay, X and Y is compound. But now it shows that X and Y is dissolved in water. So name the bond that link hydrogen and oxygen atom within water molecule. So the keyword here is within. So oxygen and hydrogen within the same water molecule is connected by covalent bond. Next, state the properties of water shown in figure 1A. So obviously it shows that water is polar molecule. Or you can say water as universal solvent. Okay. Nak selamatnya. Ini jawapan yang paling bagus. Water is universal solvent due to its polarity. Selamat. Itu paling selamat. Water is universal solvent due to its polarity. Okay, next. Give one example of compound XY. What is the characteristic that allow it to dissolve in water? So you can say that XY example is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. Can ada lagi tak yang boleh? Boleh. Any polar compound or any ionic compound. Polar compound and ionic compound can be dissolved in water. What is characteristic that allow it to dissolve in water? Obviously because it is ionic compound or polar compound. Okay. Sebab these two type of compound can be dissolved in water. Itu je. One example, and the reason ionic compound or polar compound. Okay. What is the specific term to describe dissolved ion surrounded by water molecule? Yes, this is hydration shell. Hydration shell or solvation shell. Okay. But in your note, saya highlightkan hydration shell. Okay, if you can answer all this, is 10/10 for question 1. So for question 2, figure 1 show the 5 different types of monosaccharide. Identify the following molecules. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 carbon, and this is the very important structure that I asked you to remember. Okay, so obviously this is alpha glucose. And for molecule B, look at this, everything is similar except at carbon number 1. The position of hydroxyl group is facing upward. So obviously B is beta glucose. This one is alpha glucose. And then for this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. And then at carbon number 2, only have hydrogen. So here represent deoxyribose. And then for this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But at carbon number 2, hydroxyl group facing downward. So this is referred to ribose. How about this? How many carbon it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon. Tapi like this. So this is referred to fructose. Okay. Alright, so 2 marks. Molecule A is alpha glucose. Molecule C is deoxyribose. Okay, next. Based on the number of carbon atom, the above molecule can be classified into 2 classes, pentose and hexose. Identify the class for molecule A to E. So, saya dah kata dah tadi, this one is 6 carbon, A, 6 carbon, B, 6 carbon, C, 5 carbon, D, 5 carbon, E, 6 carbon. So, for pentose, is only C and D. Pentose mean 5 carbon. And then hexose means 6 carbon, which is molecule A, B, and E. Next question, what is the name of the disaccharide from following reaction? Molecule A plus molecule A. Molecule A is alpha glucose plus alpha glucose. So obviously, it will produce structure maltose. And then show the formation of above disaccharide. So the question asks you to draw or to show formation of maltose. So what you need to do here, the correct diagram for both alpha glucose. Dua-dua alpha glucose ni mestilah tepat. Okay, tengok perhatikan semua strukturnya mestilah tepat. Okay, kemudian itu kamu kena tengok kamu punya maltose. Okay, kamu punya maltose. Tepat ke tidak? Kalau semua struktur tepat, kamu dapat 1 markah. Maksudnya, semua diagram itu adalah tepat. Yang kedua, you need to draw or you need to show removal of water. So, you need to highlight carbon number 1 from alpha glucose 1 lost its hydroxyl group. Carbon number 4 for second alpha glucose lost its hydrogen. So, kamu juga boleh buat macam ni and then tulis remove H2O. Dapatlah kamu second mark. And the final mark is when you label the arrow with the word condensation. And also you highlight the product maltose plus 1 molecule of water. So the word condensation plus H2O, this will give you another mark. So total mark is 3. Next question. Molecule B can join together to form polysaccharide W. Identify the type of bond formed from this reaction. So B, look at B. B is beta glucose. So from the polysaccharide that you have learned, only one is made by beta glucose. Apakah dia kalau kamu ingat? So this polysaccharide W is referred to cellulose. Okay, so if the cellulose, then what bond can be found? Of course, beta 1 for glycosidic bond. And then the last question for this state the function of polysaccharide W. Since W is cellulose, the function is to give mechanical strength or support to plant cell or be a major component of tough the cell wall. A major component of tough the cell wall. Okay, that one can be accepted. So if you can answer like this, you will get 10/10. Third question actually. Okay, third question about lipid. Figure 2 show the structural formula of two organic molecules, P and Q. Okay, so look at structure P, look at structure Q, and then label if you know. P is glycerol, Q is fatty acid. Name the following P and Q. So, kita dah jawab tadi, 2 marks. Okay, molecule P and Q are combined to form a new compound. Name the type of chemical reaction involved and its end product. Okay, the keyword here is combine. So, combine means melibatkan forming bond. So, bila forming bond, the process or the type of reaction is condensation. Or you also can say it as esterification. Also can be accepted. And the end product is molecule of triglyceride and, okay, ini kurang tepat, and 3 water molecule. Highlightkan 3 ni, ini lebih tepat. Okay, jangan buat macam ni. Okay, end product is triglyceride and 3 water molecule. If this betul, dapatlah kamu 2 markah. And then next, show how molecules P and Q combine to form compound in B2. Circle the atoms that are removed during the formation of the compound as in B2. So means they ask you to show formation of triglyceride. Okay, kita dah buat dah ini. Kita tengok markah penuhnya adalah 4. So correct diagram. Correct diagram means your glycerol structure. Glycerol must be labeled and all the structure is correct. And then 3 fatty acid. All these 3 fatty acid must be correct. And then look at your triglyceride structure. Triglyceride. If the structure of glycerol plus 3 fatty acid and the triglyceride is correct, then you will get 1 mark. Next is to show removal of water. Okay, this will give you 1 mark. So as I have mentioned, okay, we need to circle. Okay, so for fatty acid, it will lose the hydroxyl, and then for the each molecule of carbon in glycerol lost its hydrogen atom from hydroxyl group. So ini yang kita kena buat. Tak boleh salah ambil. Tak boleh. So tuliskan sini, remove 3H2O. And then dapatlah kamu another 1 mark. Okay, next is to show condensation. So draw arrow, label condensation. Okay, or you can also label as esterification. No problem. And you have to sit at the product plus 3H2O. So you will get another 1 mark. Okay, so the final marks give when you label the ester bond. Saya dah ajar dah cara macam mana nak label. Okay, mestilah separuh-separuh macam ni, and then kamu kena pointkan di sini dan katakan ini adalah, labelkan dia sebagai ester bond or ester linkage. Okay, so you will get total 4 marks. Alright, this is the last question and hot question. In your mind map template pun memang ada. Lipid and carbohydrate function as energy storage molecule. Lipid store more energy per gram compared to carbohydrate. Why? Saya dah minta dah dan saya dah tulis kat situ. Because lipid has more CH bond. Because lipid has more CH bond. Or you can also say it because hydrogen atom in lipid more hydrogen atom in lipid compared to high carbohydrate, because in lipid has more hydrogen atom compared to carbohydrate. But the best answer is this. Okay, lipid has more CH bond. Okay, final question for lipid. Okay, state one of the function of fats in living organism. So bila kata fats, ini merujuk kepada lipid itself lah. Okay, so as a thermal or insulator in animal, act as cushion, padding or protect internal organ, absorb shock, provide buoyancy or flotation of aquatic animals. Tak kisah. Kenapa dia kata one other function? Boleh ke nak kata energy storage? Tak boleh sebab dia dah bagi di sini. Dia dah kata dah function energy storage, kita tak terima. Sebab apa? Dah dinyatakan di atas. Okay, harap kamu faham. So the total marks for this also 10/10. Kalau kamu betul semua lah. Alright, next. Okay, kelabu. Okay, next is question for protein. Question number 4. Dalam soalan saya bagi question number 4. Alright, figure 1 show the structure of 3 amino acid. Okay, amino acid 1, amino acid 2, amino acid 3. Valine, leucine, isoleucine. Name the group label A, B, C. Okay, we know that for amino acid, it has N, C, C, N with 2 hydrogen, this C with hydrogen and R, and then this C is C double bond O, OH. So NH2 is referred to amino group. And then this R is referred to side chain or called as R group. And then this C double bond OOH is referred to carboxyl group. So look at this. Can you identify A, B, and C? So A is NH2. So A is amino group. B is COOH, means C double bond OOH. So it is carboxyl group. And then the C, okay? C is referred to the side chain. So means C is side chain also can boleh buat, and then R group also can be accepted. Okay. Next. Show how valine and leucine combine to form dipeptide. Oh, look at here. The total mark is 3. Okay, dia dah bagi dah kamu siap-siap. Jadi hanya tiru sahaja. First, tiru structure of valine yang dia bagi tadi. Tiru sebiji. This one lebih bagus kalau kamu tukarkan dia kepada general structure begitu. And then tunjukkan, labelkan. Ini adalah valine. Okay, plus leucine. Hanya follow sahaja. But remember, the reaction only involve carboxyl group and amino group. The hydroxyl group is removed from carboxyl group of amino acid leucine, amino acid valine, and for hydrogen atom is removed from amino group of leucine. So, kalau lepas tu kita tengok di sini juga, okay, pecahan markah dia, show condensation or remove water molecule. So, mesti kamu highlightkan ni lah. Kalau kamu mampu highlightkan ni and then kamu buat arrow, kamu tulis remove water, kamu dapat 1 markah. And then kamu tunjukkan dipeptide yang dapat daripada reaction ini. Dipeptide yang diperolehi daripada reaction ini dapat 1 markah. Ini kamu akan dapat 1 markah. Okay. And then apa lagi kamu patut buat adalah tunjukkan peptide bond. Peptide bond ni akan dapat 1 markah. Okay. And then the group involved in the reaction are correctly shown. So, mestilah semua structure tu betul. Dapatlah kamu markah macam saya kata tadi lah. Macam yang sebelum-sebelum ni. Okay. Dan di sini apa kekurangannya sebenarnya adalah plus H2O. Okey. Saya beritahu balik macam mana nak dapatkan 3 markah. Pertama, the structure of leucine, valine, leucine and this dipeptide is correct. Dapatlah 1 markah. And then kamu tunjukkan condensation or removing water molecule with the arrow label condensation. Don't forget here to label condensation. Okay. So, this everything that involve water ni, ini semua bagi kamu markah kedua. And then markah ketiga is correct labeling of peptide bond. So, saya ajar kamu buat kotak macam ni. So, dapatlah kamu 3/3. Next. State 2 types of chemical bonding that maintain the configuration of globular protein. Bila kata globular protein, it is tertiary level or quaternary level. Okay, sebab globular protein means the polypeptide is coiled and folded at the same time. So, to maintain the spherical shape, to maintain the globular shape, okay, the polypeptide must have this type of bond. But the question only asks you to give 2. So, any 2 lah. Hydrogen bond can, ionic bond, disulfide bridge, hydrophobic interaction, van der Waals interaction, boleh. V mesti huruf besar. Walls mesti huruf besar. Interaction. Okay, V and W mesti huruf besar. D huruf kecil. Okay, so 2 sahaja. State 2 factor that change the configuration of globular protein. Change configuration means change the shape of the protein. To make it maksudnya dia akan hilang dia punya bentuk asal. Jadi ini adalah disebabkan dalam buku kita hanya highlight 2 sahaja. Ini pun jawapan dia kurang tepat. Dia akan jadi jawapan yang lebih bagus. The specific ini sebenarnya kamu kena kata extreme temperature. And then for pH, extreme pH condition. Dapatlah kamu 2 markah. So, kalau kita cantum, ini 3, 6, 6, campur 2 dan campur 2. Dapatlah juga per 10. Berapa kamu dapat? Kalau 10 per 10, bagus. Okay. Last question. This is about nucleic acid. Figure 3 show a part of DNA molecule. So, soalan ni baik. Dia dah kata ini adalah DNA. Then, saya dah labelkan tadi. This is called bond 1 atau ini adalah yang saya labelkan kamu A tadi. And then di sini tadi saya labelkan sebagai B atau inilah sebenarnya adalah bond 2. Okay. So the question, identify the above molecule. PQR. So P is nitrogenous. base. Sebab apa? Dia bind dengan carbon number 1. Q, segi 5 macam ni. So, Q is pentose sugar. R, attached to carbon number 5. So, R is phosphate group. Okay. Name the basic unit of DNA. Okay. Before that, P ni kita boleh label nitrogenous base. Tetapi, bila soalan bagi kamu contohnya adalah C. Then dia tanya, what is P? Kamu tak boleh kata P is nitrogenous base. Totally salah. Kamu kena kata P is guanine. Because cytosine only pairing with guanine. But, luckily in this question, dia tak highlightkan dan kita tak dapat hint base tu pun. Okay? Kita tak dapat nak hint base pun. Tapi kalau kata dia memang ada bagi hint apa-apa, contohnya dia bagi dia tahu dekat sini, ini adalah adenine. Lepas tu dia bagi pula ini adalah cytosine. So kita kena jawab secara spesifik. Alright. Name the basic unit of DNA. So basic unit is refer to monomer. So monomer of DNA or RNA sama sahaja. Jawapannya adalah nucleotide. Nucleotide. What is nucleotide? Nucleotide will consist of 3 components. The first is pentose sugar that attached to nitrogenous base and attached to the phosphate group. Identify the following. Bond 1. Bond 1. Bond 1 is phosphodiester bond. Bond 2 is hydrogen bond. Phosphodiester bond is the bond that connect the nucleotide. Okay. Involve carbon number 3, carbon number 5. Okay. But then the hydrogen bond is referred to the bond between nitrogenous base. That bind the nitrogenous base. Okay. So in base sequence, for strand 1 is GATC. What is the sequence for strand 2? So DNA is anti-parallel. If the strand 1 is 5GATC3, 5GATC3. So the answer for here CGATC. So salin balik. Sama ada kamu nak kata 3 prime CTAG 5 prime or 5 prime GATC 3 prime. Boleh, tak ada masalah. Dua-dua tu kita boleh terima pakai. Okay. Give the importance of this macromolecule in living organism as genetic material. Itu dia punya importance atau function of DNA. Give 2 structural differences between DNA and RNA. Ini pun antara soalan favorite. Question hanya minta kamu bagi 2 sahaja. So the pentose sugar for DNA is deoxyribose. Pentose sugar for RNA is ribose. Nitrogenous base of DNA is adenine, cytosine, guanine, thymine. Nitrogenous base in RNA is adenine, cytosine, guanine, and uracil. DNA consists of 2 polynucleotides, but RNA consists of 1 polynucleotide. DNA is large molecule, but then RNA is small molecule. Okay, ada lagi perbezaan kan in term of contohnya kita boleh kalau kata yang macam dekat find at nucleus, RNA found throughout the cell, itu tak boleh terima sebab dia minta pasal structural differences. So kena hati-hati. Untuk function pun tak boleh nak bagi sebab dia dah tekankan sini give 2 structural differences. Bukannya dia kata give 2 differences. Okay guys, so for those yang dah habis marking, mohon kamu upload markah kamu atau update markah kamu dekat Google Form yang saya akan bagi nanti. Bye.